next lesson, we'll be talking about proportion. At the end of the lesson, you'll be able to find a coordinate given the slope of a line and use proportions to solve problems. A proportion is a statement where the ratios are equal. So if our cross products are equal, the ratios are proportional. If we're talking about a graph will always go through 0, 0 if it is proportional. We also call this the means extremes property, which just means the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. So the property just takes the proportion, instead of writing it as a fraction, writes it as a ratio, and it just means the outside numbers, AD, multiplied, is equal to the inside numbers, the product of B and C. So if we want to find the coordinate if we're given the slope, we have to use that equation, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we substitute the information that we are given, we cross multiply and solve for the variable. So using cross products, determine whether each pair of ratios forms a proportion. It's just a simple yes or no question. So we look at this, and we say 11 times 12. 11 times 12 is 132. And 4 times 33 is 132. So these are equal. So yes, this is a proportion. For this next one, we'll do 17 times 8 and 16 times 9, and that's 136 and 144. So no, those are not equal. So no, this is not a proportion. This time we're going to solve the proportion. So we use the same thing. 6 times 4 is 24. And 3 times x is 3x. Divide both sides by 3. And we get x is equal to 8. And this one, cross multiply. X times 15 is 15x. And we do 3 times x plus 8 is our distributive property. So 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 8 is 24. We'll subtract 3x from both sides. And that gets us 12x, that's 0, equals 24. And then we'll divide both sides by 12. And get x equals 2. All right, in this one, we want to find the value of x if we're given the slope. So we're going to use that equation m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we know that our slope is 3 over 4. Is equal to -1 minus 2 over 5 minus x. This is -3, so we'll cross multiply. That gets us 15 minus 3x equals -12. We're going to subtract 15 from both sides. Just -3x equals -27. Divide both sides by -3 and get x equals 9. Find the value of point y in the line given the slope. So again, we're going to use that equation, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We'll put the slope as a fraction. Equals y minus 2 over 9 minus 6. Cross multiply, this is 3. So 3 times 1 is -3. 1 times y minus 2 equals y minus 2. We'll add 2 to both sides. And get y is equal to -1. All right, Billy is 6 feet tall, and he casts a shadow 5 feet long. If the flagpole casts a shadow that's 15 feet long, how tall is the flagpole? So we set up a proportion, person to shadow, flagpole to shadow. So our proportion is going to be 6 is to 5 as x is to 15. We just cross multiply. So we get 5x. 6 times 15 is 90. Divide both sides by 5. And we get x is 18. So the flagpole is 18 feet tall. Jason goes on a 20-mile bike ride every Saturday, and he rides a distance in 4 hours. At this rate, how far can he ride in 6 hours? So we'll set up a proportion, 20 miles in 4 hours, x miles in 6 hours. Cross multiply, 4x equals 120. Divide both sides by 4, and we get x equals 30. So the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. A proportion is when the ratios are equal.